Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. If you haven't watched my videos before, I am a budgeting channel. I do mostly cash stuffing videos, bonus money, rollover, bill exchange, savings challenges, tips to save money in this crazy world at the moment with everything so expensive. Lots of side hustle ideas, anything like that. So if that's something that you like the sound of, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel if you don't already follow me. That would be fantastic. Now, as you'll see from the title, today's video is how to save $5,000, or how I'm going to save $5,000 in 2023. Now, this video is inspired by Aussie Budgets. I watched a video of hers a few weeks ago on how she's going to save $10,000 in 2023, and I absolutely loved the idea, and it made so much sense and it made things so much easier. And given the way that I budget and I save, it is so much easier for me to wrap my head around, rather than going, okay, I need this amount, I've got to try and come up with $5,000. How am I going to do that? So I'm going to explain to you along the same lines that she did, just so that you can, I can pass it on to my subscribers as well, because I just think it's a great plan. So to start with, we're going to, so in 2023, we're going to save $5,000. So that's, for me, being on a low income, that's a big amount. I have lots of things to save for through the year. I'm glad that I've got everything together so well at the moment, and this year is starting off well. I'm already in front for certain things, and I feel like I'm in a place now where I can actually start like bigger savings. Whereas I found the end of last year was more just trying to keep afloat and just pay for the things that, that were in front of me and were coming up next. Once my vacation is over in a couple of weeks, I feel like things are more settled and I can get into more of a savings plan and how things are going to be moving forward, and not just paying for everything, the next thing that's coming up, because I hadn't planned early enough for those other things, and it was a bit of a rush at the end, but that's okay. We've managed to do it all. So the way that she broke it down was that you divide your $5,000 into essentially two buckets. So you're going to have $2,500 in each bucket. So now in each one, you're only coming up with $2,500, which feels like less, a lot less, half as much. So then if you break that down into how many weeks you get paid, so I get paid weekly. So normally you would divide that by 52 weeks, but because I'm starting in March, I'm going to divide it by 46 weeks, because I really want to get this finished, not in a year, but by the end of 2023. So I'm going to divide both of these by 46 weeks. So you can choose whether you want to do the same and start, even if you start now, you work out how many weeks it is until the end of the year, and you can divide it by that many weeks, or you can make it 52 and finish in February 2024. It's up to you how you do it. I watched a video recently from Michelle's Free2Fly Journey, which really stuck with me, that she was saying that it doesn't matter how you're saving or what savings challenges you're doing, as long as you are saving. Even if it's just $1, it will all add up, and it's $1 more than you had yesterday if you put it aside. So whatever works for you, And depending on where you are in, you know, you might want to make this 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever it is that your budget will allow. If I'd have looked at and said, I'm going to be able to save $5,000 this year on top of my sinking funds, on top of my other, you know, my other things that I need for the year, I would have said, there is no way, it's not going to happen. But by breaking it down like this, all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe it, you know, it is possible. And I'm definitely going to be able to make that work. Okay, so 2,500 divided by 46 weeks is 54.34. So we write that in each of the buckets. So that's how much I need each week. So if I looked at that and went, okay, I need $110 essentially each week, that's not doable. I can't, that's too much out of my budget. I can't do that. I can't commit every week to doing that. But if I look at it in two separate amounts, so this amount is going to be my regular income. All of a sudden, $50 is not too bad. Is it doable every week? I'm not sure. I might have to end up subsidizing some of that. I don't know yet until I get going and work out exactly how I'm going to be able to do it. Some weeks I might be able to do more. So I might just balance it out through the year that, you know, if this particular week I can only do $24, then another week I might be able to do $84 and just, you know, or an extra $10 here, and, you know, I might be able to subsidize that. So this bucket is going to be my side hustle money. So the way, looking back on, because I've been really, with my side hustle, I've been really good with that since about August, September. I've been really ramping up how I, you know, where I'm saving my money and what, you know, I've had a bit of a history of, you know, I know that I'm going to be able to save $54 a week in my side hustle money. Like that shouldn't be a problem at all. And that also might be able to subsidize if I can't afford it over here in my regular income. So my side hustle money at the moment is my Etsy, any rollover that I might have at the end of the week, surveys, and marketplace. So these are my main side hustles that I'll be using to work on this amount. So looking at it like this, I all of a sudden now feel confident that I will be able to achieve the $5,000 by the end of 2023. I really don't think you know, that I'm going to have too much issues at all. And it just makes such a big difference to break it down into these smaller amounts. Whereas, like I said, I look at it and see $5,000 and just think it's too much. You know, I can't afford $110 a week. It's not possible. So just by breaking it down, I think this is definitely a doable amount. So, you know, I challenge everybody to have a look at your budget and see what you can do. Maybe 5,000 is too much for you. Maybe you can only do $1,000. Maybe you only can do $500. Whatever that you can manage to do is something, and it's working towards. And I think that's the thing with myself. I've always struggled with making my savings a priority. I have lived, you know, essentially week to week for a very long time. I've been a single mum now for 12 years, actually it's 13 years now. And I think I've just been in that, I've just struggled for so long that you just get used to that's just how it is. And the last 12 months, I've really tried to change that. I don't want it to be like that. I want to be able to save for a house. And this $5,000, that's going to be starting my house deposit savings. I would like to be in a position where I could buy a house in the next 5 years. We'll see how we go with that, but I'm definitely going to try as hard as I can to actually do that. So while I'll be doing this, I will still be saving separately for my emergency fund. I am going to want to get to a point where I'm going to be a month ahead, at least a month ahead. And that's with all my other savings challenges and my sinking funds. I will also be saving for another vacation during this year. Hopefully to have maybe a small vacation in the middle of the year, which will just be a weekend away, and then another big vacation January, February again next year. So that's the plan going forward. So hopefully all that will fit around this, but I'm definitely making this a priority, and this is definitely going to be a priority, and whatever's left will go towards all my other bits and pieces. But I've made the decision that this is what I'm going to be saving for this year, and I really can't wait. So I think I might do a check-in at the end of each month and let you know how all my savings are going. Maybe not specific just to this, maybe like a whole end of month breakdown kind of video, and just let you know where I'm at. And I think that'll keep me accountable, and hopefully it'll inspire some people to try and do the same thing. I watch a lot of other YouTubers that are saving lots of, $1,000 a week. Some people save, $2,000 a week into their savings challenges. And I used to get a little bit disheartened that I didn't have that much to put away, but you have to adjust to what your income is and what you can do. And if you can save something each week, then you've succeeded. If you can just keep the roof over your head, then you've succeeded. It doesn't matter what your journey looks like. You just try not to compare yourself to others, which is sort of what I've done in the past, and I've just realized now that I need to not do and just be on my own journey. And I'm starting to use some other people's savings challenges and savings plans, and just adapting them to work for myself, and having lower savings challenges so you can actually finish them. I did try the 100 envelope challenge a little while ago, and I was just getting too disheartened because I just could not save. I couldn't even get close to the bigger amounts. And so that's why I have made my 25 envelope challenges, because they're much, much smaller and much easier to do. And since November, I've managed to complete that twice. That's $375 in each one. So that's something that, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, I wouldn't have even been able to. I would have just taken the money out and used it along the way. Now I'm at a place where once my money goes into my savings challenges, I don't take it out. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm at a point now where I don't even take it out. I would put it into my emergency fund, or maybe my internet, or, something else, and I would just spend that money a bit. I'll just take it out this week and I'll just replace it next week. I don't do that anymore. And it's amazing how once you start using the cash envelope method, you get used to doing it, and it just turns into a habit, and all of a sudden it's not so scary anymore. And when you need to go somewhere or do something or pay for something, the money's already saved, and the stress that it has saved me has been amazing. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel and follow along and see how I go with my this savings journey. I will be starting this on the first week of March, I reckon it'll be. So the first weekend of March will be when I start my first savings. So I'm assuming there'll be a new envelope. I'll probably make up a new tracker for it, and that'll be something new to look forward to. So thank you very much for watching. I'd love it if you could subscribe and like this video if you've enjoyed it, and if you could please leave me a money bags emoji in the comments and let me know that you have watched the video to the end. And I would love it if you could comment down below how much you would like to save in 2023, and if you're going to start doing this challenge or something similar. And also don't forget to go and like She Budgets channel and subscribe to her channel. She's got some fantastic ideas on there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.